Hello, beautiful people. Rodiat here again. For a couple of days, I've been talking about mental drainage. I've been talking about emotional stress. I've been talking about stress induced emotions. I have mentioned the symptoms, the signs you'll see when you're mentally stressed, when you have stress induced emotions running in your blood. You can check my previous videos to get yourself educated on that. Today, let me quickly talk about how you can remove yourself. Let us assume now that, okay, all of us, we are all stressed. We all have these, even myself. Now, it has happened. How do you move ahead? How do you forge ahead? How do you walk your way around it? So you will not be totally consumed with this emotion or by these emotions. Because if you do not learn how to control these emotions, they will wreak total havoc on your health. Long-term effect can be devastating. So how do you remove yourself from stress-induced emotions or emotional drainage or mental torture? Number one, recognize the stressors. Recognize the triggers. When you wake up and you feel angry, you feel irritated, you lack clarity, you're not mindful, there is something, there is a trigger. Many of us, until you go for therapy or counseling or you speak to someone that has got enough knowledge in this area, you may probably not even be able to recognize your triggers. You need to understand what are the things that trigger you to just make you, snap or lash out or angry or, all of the symptoms of, mental drainage. So you need to recognize your triggers. It's a marital issue, your children, your financial status, we have so many triggers out there. Recognize your triggers. Another thing you can do to remove yourself after recognizing all the triggers, you need to make dietary changes. Yes, our dietary recommendation, what we eat on a daily basis, can actually impact our mental health. There are some combination of food. There are things we shouldn't eat. There are some nutrients, that if we are not balancing things up when it comes to food or nutrients, they can actually impact our mental health the way we think. We're talking about, for example, if you are not having enough omega-3 fatty acids, you're going to have brain fog, because these are the quality fats that your brain needs to function at the optimal level. If you are not producing or providing these vital, fatty acids, that may actually impact your mental health. Another thing you can do, you need to exercise. It is no brainer. It is sacrosanct. It is something you can't even oh yeah, no. There's no way around it. You need to create a time. You need to create a routine that will include exercise, physical exercise. In fact, lack of physical exercise is a disease on its own. I am telling you. If you are not moving, if you're not keeping things moving, those bones will become stiff, your muscle will become, you will lose a lot. So you need to start exercising those muscles, and you don't have to build a lot of muscles because you're not doing weightlifting and then in competition with anyone. Just make sure, in your own pace, your own space, just get something doing, just move. That is another way. Another thing you can do, you need to take a break. We all need breaks. We all need help. At certain points, you just feel like, you know what, I can't go on anymore. I'm tired. You need to recognize, you need to listen to your body. You need to listen to how you feel and be able to make that decision for yourself. Don't ignore. Don't say, oh, my kids, I cannot. Because when something happens to you, those things you think will not be done if you are not there will be done. Trust me, they will be done. Everyone will move on. So learn when your brain is telling you that you need a break. How do you get a break? You need to have enough sleep. That takes me to the next point. One of the ways you can actually have that break to recharge, you come back recharged mentally, emotionally, is when you have adequate sleep. You need to sleep properly. You need to prioritize quality sleep. See, it is not all about hours. You may probably not have 8, 7 hours. You may even have just 5 hours to sleep, but we're looking for quality sleep, deep sleep, REM, rapid eye movement, where you are in deep sleep, where you don't even know what is going on around you. That is what we need. We have people sleeping for 8 hours. By the time we measure their REM, they probably not even be having up to 1 hour REM. Yeah. So it is not about the quantity. It is not about how many hours. It's about, the quality of those hours. So prioritize sleeping. This is the only moment your brain has, to look after itself. If you are not sleeping, your brain will not be able to look after itself. So do not deny your brain that opportunity. And another thing that you need to do, put your brain to use. All of us, our brain is constantly in use, but for what? Stress, thinking about, all of the things that will not even promote us in any way, all of the things that will not serve any purpose. That is what we're using our brain for. You need to put your brain to use in good ways, get yourself skills, look into skills that you can do that will keep you engaged, do meditation, reading, praying, exercising. These are the ways you can put your brain to good use, journaling, write, all of the things that will keep your adrenaline running, all of the things that want to make you jump out of that bed in the morning and just get to work, So you need to look into that as well. We have a lot of things that we can do that can actually keep your brain to good use. Do not make your brain become redundant. Don't make it useless. Just don't sit somewhere and be thinking and be crying and be, negative things. We don't want that. And another thing you can do for yourself, you need to learn self-love. Self-love from self-care. Self-care is important. Don't ignore yourself while looking after other people. As a woman, as women, even men, you need to understand that you deserve what you serve others. Mentally, physically, emotionally, psychologically, every single thing you feel like, people deserve from you, you need to understand from a place of love that you deserve even more. So you need to prioritize, self-care and self-love. Wake up, set your time, have your bath, dress up if you want to dress up. You don't have to dress up when you're going now. Look at me, for example, I'm dressed. I'm not going in. I'm probably not go anyway. My kids will say, Mommy, where are you going? You're ironing your clothes. Well, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just dressing up. That's it. Look for things that keeps you happy, that keeps your brain just, some people, when they just look at, for example, when I look at my bed well laid and neat, I just feel happy. When I walk into my kitchen, I see that, I'm not having dirty, plates there. My kitchen is on. I just have this, spirit of happiness. I just like, oh, yeah, that's it. These things may look insignificant, like, little things, but trust me, if you try to incorporate those things into your lifestyle, you will feel the difference. You'll see, So you need to prioritize self-care and self-love as well. Don't ignore yourself. Do not take that back bench because you are a woman, because you are a man. You're supposed to look after other people and then ignore yourself. When the repercussion comes knocking, those people you've prioritized all your lives may probably not even be there. Okay? So prioritize yourself and do what is right for yourself. And know and be convinced in your soul that you deserve better as well. Let me leave you on this. And until I get to see you again, continue to stay healthy. Much love and God bless you.